Things are about to get shaky, everyone, and you are going to feel like you are being tested in some way as we move through Mercury retrograde. This retrograde starts on February the 26th, but I personally feel that the energy's already come in and it's going to last, I feel, up until the end of March. So we are already seeing this energy. What feels like to me is chaos. It pokes at our nervous system through the little things that are going wrong in our lives. So I wanted to bring some messages to you and see what it is that your soul needs to hear as we are moving through this. So let's get into it. Welcome in, my beautiful Leo friends. How are you? I am so happy and thankful to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. Let's go ahead, call in spirit, open up this space and see what it is your soul is meant to hear today. So we're going to start with a message from your guardian angels. They're coming forward, letting you know that you are protected and safe as you are moving through this retrograde. So they're bringing a message about transformation. Okay, so life-altering changes can be created now. It demands that you expand your skills, utilize your intuitive wisdom, and step out of your comfort zone. They want you to take the leap, Leo. So once again, life-altering changes can be created now. And I feel there's something that you've been thinking, desiring. Now is the time to take action on it. It demands that you expand your skills, utilize your intuitive wisdom, and step out of your comfort zone. Take the leap. There's something that you are meant to do here, Leo. So transformation is what you're going through. And know that, again, you are safe and protected. So we now have a spirit animal coming forward that is guiding you through this. So we have the meerkat king. Have you seen a meerkat recently? This is a sign. This is a confirmation. If you haven't seen one, you're seeing one now on your screen. So be adventurous is what it's saying. Try something unusual you have never considered before. It'll lead you in a new and exciting direction. So once again, try something unusual or different, something that you have never considered before, Leo. It'll lead you in a new and exciting direction. So this Mercury retrograde is encouraging you to explore, step out of your comfort zone, to play with the energy, not to be afraid of it, right? You're meant to go out, explore, and discover something. So let's pull some tarot cards and see what else is coming through. So King of Cups. So this is your energetic, but most importantly, your water body, your emotional body. And they're encouraging you to master keeping it in a state of peace and calm over the next couple of weeks in your world. Okay, so there's mastery here. This is you on stable ground and moving in confidence, in courage, and strength. So we have the Ace of Swords. So clarity. I feel there's a vision, there's a dream, some sort of, you know, picture in your imagination. And I feel your mind has a lot of power right now. So they're encouraging you to keep your mind clear of thoughts that may create energy that doesn't feel good, that then vibrates into the world and reflects back to you. So this is the Eight of Swords, and we also have the Hierophant card. So this is your ability to see through the depths. So to me, this feels like one of those people that go down in a submarine and they wear these submarine suits and they're in the water. So you have this uncanny ability, Leo, to dive into the depths and acquire the knowledge, whatever it is that you need to share in the world as light. So this is what the Hierophant is representing. And this card is actually a major arcana card. So this energy is going to be prominent in your life. However, it tends to be in the background. So some of you are going to feel this energy intensely, while others you're going to feel this subtly. I also want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you will also receive your own messages. And that is my favorite part, is when you share with me how these cards connect with you, how they show up in your life, and how you resonate with this reading. So share with me in the comment section below. So the numbers that are coming through for you today is 14, the number 1, and we have the number 5. You might be seeing these light codes. They're showing up, just confirming that you are connected to this reading. And before I begin, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to show up differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind. But also check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs, because sometimes they put the pieces together for you. So I'm feeling a lot of different layers to this King of Cups because I'm getting father energy coming in. I'm seeing also, this is divine masculine. This is where you are in motion and movement, taking action in your world. And I feel emotions, your heart center is where focus needs to be, where you're really in tune with what you're feeling, how your body is responding to everything that is going on around you. And this is not something that you are meant to be hyper aware of, but rather subtly, where, you know, your radar system alerts you and you listen to that alert. It's not about ignoring it. And I feel you have come to this place now where you have mastered this. So you're really in tune with your body, Leo. And I feel that your body has been communicating to you. And this Mercury retrograde, it is, I feel, tapping into the way that you communicate, the way that you receive information, right? That's the Hierophant card and also the Ace of Swords together. It is the power that you have in the way that you are able to visualize and then speak it almost into existence. So this is some sort of gift that you have that they are bringing into your awareness to use more of as you're moving through this retrograde, because it is supporting you in whatever you are trying to create through this power. And the King of Cups, I'm seeing something here to do with your father, Leo. And I feel this is someone who's incredibly strong. Perhaps they haven't been there in the way they should have, but there's almost like this love-hate relationship with this. But I feel that there's some sort of letting go of some sort of weight. I'm getting forgiveness here. Some of you are being encouraged to forgive. And I feel that is everyone's own journey, forgiveness. And if you're feeling like there is this weight that you want to let go of, because you know once you let it go, it's going to allow you to move forward, and you're feeling like the time has come, then this is your time to work on healing whatever this is. Okay, so what I'm also seeing here is some sort of a connection where there may be a little bit of friction or some sort of miscommunication. This is like classic Mercury retrograde. And dreams seem to be coming in. I feel this is the Ace of Swords, and your imagination. Sometimes, you know, when we have this Mercury retrograde, it's also in the sign of Pisces. So that tells us a lot of things, that it is actually hitting that, you know, mind realm. And you may be imagining things, right? It's like playing out different scenarios or stories in your mind, then all of a sudden reacting to them because it evoked an emotion in you and it rose up. And this is you diving into the depths through your imagination, and you might not even be aware that you're actually doing that. So there, you know, if you've been finding yourself in that space, they're just bringing that into your awareness, that there's something that you are uncovering from whatever this is that you are feeling. There's some sort of a truth that is being revealed to you. And it is going to hit your nervous system, your emotional body. So it's important that you keep your feet on the ground as you're moving through this. You've already mastered your emotions. You've already mastered how to move through this energy, right? And, even in my own life, I feel like I've mastered my emotions, but there are times where I get hit and knocked off and I have to recenter myself. And in those moments, I remember, oh, yeah, I can do this. I've done this before. I'm going to center and ground, breathe through this, and not allow this external energy to, um, you know, I'm not going to match that energy. That's basically what I'm trying to say here. So this is how this is coming in. And there's almost like an offering here, some sort of an exchange of energy, right? Where it's compatible, it is mutual, and something's coming out of it. So I feel this is you being adventurous, right? And we have the Ace of Swords. So something here is being claimed, sealed, or etched into the subconscious. This is your subconscious. And this is some sort of a decision that you have made silently to yourself. It is something that is undeniable now, and you are now on that path. It feels to me like it is a major transformation that is happening. It's like something you did, something that you said solidified and it worked. So you're now seeing this shift. And there's an adjustment that is happening here with this because I feel that you cut through it. It's all kinds of things that are happening in layers for you. You made this decision because you saw the truth and you walk through it, and that's just the way it is. That is what the belief is, or like whatever, you release something finally and you're moving forward from it. It's sealed, it's signed, there's no going back from it. And maybe in your mind right now, you are going back and forth, or you're repeating to yourself that, yes, this is what I've done. This is what I'm sticking to, right? So I feel actions are going to speak louder than words. This, I feel, is something that they really want you to understand, that actions are going to speak louder than words. Place that wherever it resonates. And remember that your words have power. Incredible power, because I'm seeing waves that are coming out of someone's mouth that is working its way through the world and affecting everything around it. So just be mindful of the words that you are speaking, because I feel that when you speak words, it cuts through like a blade. This could be a good thing or not so good thing, depending on how you are communicating and exchanging information. And, with this card, I feel there's passion, there's fire burning here, something that is wanting to be expressed. And I feel this is something that you've been holding on to, something that you maybe had fear around, or a feeling of not being heard. It's almost like you're trying to communicate something, but the receiving end is not understanding it or interpreting it in the way that you are trying to communicate it. So there may be friction here. I'm also seeing that text messages or any kind of online communication, maybe there's some sort of miscommunication or misunderstanding, or like ghosting. And there's this like feeling or emotion tied to it that can sometimes feel a little bit shaky, a little bit like a storm that we're moving through. So as you're moving through this, allow yourself to feel what it is that you're feeling. Feel the emotions that are rising. It doesn't mean that you have to fix them. That doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. It just means that let's observe this without reacting to them. Okay, so this Ace of Swords is something that you are meant to know. It is something that is coming in incredibly strong. And I don't know if you've been recently dreaming about knives or swords. All of a sudden, like, you wake up and things are clear. It's like you might have been laying on the couch and all of a sudden something clicks and you're, getting up, jumping up. And, this is little thoughts that are like intuitive downloads that are coming in. So you're very intuitive at this time. Your connection to spirit here is going to be incredibly strong. It's like an open world right now. The veil is thin for you, and your ability to communicate with the other side here is going to be very strong. So you're going to find that the other side is also communicating with you at this time, Leo. And I'm hearing someone that is incredibly loud. I don't know if you speak loudly, or there's someone that is speaking loud because they feel like they're not being heard. And it's just like a natural way of someone talking. So they want you to know, if this is you, they've heard you, they hear you. There's something that worked and it's now taking shape. So you don't have to shout or, feel like you need to be heard. Like there's some sort of a battle here. And it's almost like you're just not in it anymore. It's almost like you've left it. So that's interesting, Leo. You're going to have to share with me how this energy is coming in for you. And something is landing. There's something that is landing, because where I feel this confusion was, or this misinterpretation of what is trying to be said, is going to be heard and it's going to make sense. And the minute it does, I feel there's going to be some sort of a shift that you feel that feels, again, like a seal, like something was etched in, right? Claimed. So, and we got the Hierophant here as well. This is the expansion within your consciousness, the ability to see more and understand more. This opens you up to perceiving the world from a higher understanding. And this can feel like an awakening experience. It's like little incremental bits of download and information that we receive that allow us to see more and more as we are elevating and ascending and transcending through our spiritual experience here on earth. And you know a lot. You feel a lot, Leo. You are someone that has a gift, and it is unique to you. It's not something that you can compare to others. Like, it is unlike anyone else's gift. And there's something about honing in on that, learning more about it, studying it, researching it, practicing it, and then mastering it. And I feel that whatever this is, it brings you to a place of peace and calm when you are practicing it, when you are within the frequency and vibration of it, right? So I always find that for me, this connection is me going into outer space. And how I do that is through music that has no lyrics for me. Or when I make my own music. When I'm making my own music, I put on headphones, and that allows me to just fully be immersed in that musical experience, whatever I'm listening to. And a really good song that takes me there is Spiral from Yema. I don't know if you've heard of that song. Go check it out on YouTube, and put on some headphones. So all you tune into is just the sounds and not anything on the outside. This is what the energy feels like from the Hierophant coming in for you. It's like taking you to a place that feels like outer space. It's like you are one with everything else. There's a feeling of that, and that feeling can be described in so many different ways through the many different experiences we are having, and the different lifetimes and the different souls we show up here on earth as. I hope that made sense. But there's almost like this intertwining of energies here, and this awareness and connection and understanding of it, and also retrieving the information and then being able to communicate it. What they're showing me right now are trees in a forest, and you know how those trees are all together. They all connect underneath. Everything is connected. When a tree is in trouble, it signals to all the other trees that maybe it needs water, and the trees send it to that tree that's in need. They're able to share messages with each other. So this is how this Hierophant is coming in, is like almost like a communication, interpretation, exchanging of information. So I feel this is the part where Mercury retrograde may interfere, right? With these little things that happen in our day that can put a damper on them. But I want you to know that your life right now is expanding. You are going through a growth period. You're going to find that you're more inspired than normal. This is Mercury retrograde. wanting to rearrange or reorganizing things, right? So you're seeing your world through a different lens, and it's almost like it's slowing down a little bit. I've been feeling this in my own world. I have my moon is actually in the sign of Leo. So in my own life, how this energy is coming in is me wanting to redecorate my studio. I want to totally revamp it. So I made a whole entire visual around it, and I've ordered everything. I'm waiting for everything to come in before I actually do that. But I've been feeling more in a creative floor, wanting to explore and discover new ways of sharing messages with you. And I feel that there's something internally shifting in me. And I feel for some of you, you're feeling the same kind of an energy. And Mercury retrograde is actually supporting us in this shift, supporting us in the exploration and the finding of whatever it is that our soul is resonating with. And it's kind of like creating music and making that perfect song to take you on that journey. So maybe there is a song that you've been listening to recently that takes you to a place that feels like you're part of everything. It's almost like you're floating around in the energy of the universe. So you can share that in the comment section below, because I feel for some of you that song, sharing it with one another, it's a message coming through each of us for each other, right? So yeah, this is what I'm feeling with this card. And there's something that, again, they're saying has worked for you. There's something that you did that worked. Okay, so we're going to pull a message for you from the other world here, from the other side, and see what it is they're wanting to share. So we are getting for you here, Leo, as the wild rose. So that might be resonating with you in some way. Perhaps there's some significance to a rose, a wild rose, perhaps. So let's pull the interpretation here. All right, like a wild rose, my love blooms with fearless abandon. The wild rose speaks of untamed beauty, of passion and vulnerability, laced with bold expression. Love is not always soft or easy. It's often wild and unpredictable, filled with contradictions that make it all the more real. The calling for you today, Leo, is let your love grow wild, unrestrained by expectations and free from judgment. And the guidance coming through for you is be willing to love beyond the boundaries of idealized notions. Release the need for everything to be neat, perfect, or easily understood. Allow yourself to feel deeply and authentically, knowing that it is in these messy, unrefined moments that true connection can be found. All right. So what I feel is happening is there's, just from reading that interpretation, is there's some sort of a distorted reality. And that distorted reality is rearranging back into like order, into a clear, crisper, finer something. I don't know how to describe this. So let's pull an angel card to close and seal your reading now. Number 3 is connection. Connection is your superpower, the ability to connect through language, through, your, expressions from your body, right? Body language. So the message here is it's all coming together for you. Everything is happening for the common good. There's a revealing of the truth here in this specific situation. You're going to find that you're experiencing successful projects. All right, the energy of green here, you might have been seeing green a lot recently. This is just a connection to wealth, prosperity, and abundance. It's good luck, right? So this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. All right, everyone, before we part ways, I wanted to share some exciting news with you. My daughter and I have recently launched these beautiful pendants. This is the Celestial collection. These are Zodiac medallions. They come in 18 karat gold vermeil and sterling silver. Today you can see that I'm wearing my Gemini sun sign and my Leo moon sign, and I'm going to be wearing these off. I'm not taking them off. Now I want you to know that each piece is blessed with love and intention. Okay, so what I'm going to do is leave you a link in the description box below for where you can find these and you can secure yours today. I'm also going to leave you with a message from my daughter today so that way you can personally meet her and hear her words for this collection, and then the ad campaign after that. So thank you so much again for all of your support, everyone.
Hi everyone, Ria's daughter here, Ashni from Sacred Haven. Me and Ria just released our first collection ever, and I wanted to share why we created it. From the beginning, we wanted to create jewelry that you guys felt connected to and personal that you could wear every day. That's why we created all 12 of the Zodiac signs, because every sign has a different story and energy behind it, so everyone can find their piece that feels most like them. I'm wearing my Sagittarius pendant today, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I've gotten so many compliments so far. We hope you love the collection as much as we do, and thank you so much for all your support.